Welcome everyone, Amanda Bear here. This is a collective general reading. As such, take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm going to be starting out today with archetype cards. Pretty pre-shuffled, so I'm just going to give it a little bit of a shuffle. May guides and spirit be here with us to guide this reading. Maiden. Okay. The Creator. The Empty Room. And the Starborn. Innocence, purity, beauty, creation, the Starborn. Something about using the innocence to create, like children do when they're imagining, using their imagination. They create out of an empty room the very cosmos, the Starborn. This egg has a crack in it. It's ready to be birthed. To me, this speaks of a divine creation born out of innocence. From nothing to everything. How cool. How cool. So I would try to get back to your innocence. Tap into the very essence of creation. Become empty of all the world's programming. And then anything can be achieved. Even reaching the stars. How very cool. It's on the bottom. The Shaman. The Shaman. Let's read the Shaman. Three archetypal ingredients constitute the shaman, and all must be present in order to reveal its magic. First, the shaman is activated by long-standing and diligent study. Second, its orientation is generously and accurately aimed toward the healing of the self, the other, and the culture. And third, the shaman has a knack for finding doorways to the other world, allowing psychic visions and old magic to leak into this world. In this way, the shaman is a master who brings the everyday and the sacred, who bridges the everyday and the sacred, revealing potent power needed desperately in our time. Yet where there is power, there's shadow, so the shaman must be vigilant in studying their darkness. This card reminds us that the force of healing is ultimately not our own. We must shape it and share it with the world. The shaman can't be rushed. This archetype requires study and perseverance. Yes, I see how they all go together. Okay. That's a big guidebook. Okay, let's look next at Gateway Oracle. Clear messages for the collective. Clear messages for the collective. Fun. Any more, Spirit? Any more Gateway Oracle messages for the collective? You know I like threes. This one tried to jump out. First we got rising above. I see only beauty and grace. Embarking on adventure. I savor the wonders of the world. And the third, planting seeds. Seeds of grace are being planted in the fertile soil of my soul. I like that these two came up together almost. The rising above and then embarking on an adventure, and we have a hot air balloon. So it feels like rise above the troubles by gaining a wider perspective. Maybe pulling back and looking at things from a higher view so that you can really see the bigger picture. And then seeds of grace. Planting seeds. And what we know about planting seeds is what we plant, we will harvest in the future. We'll reap what we sow, right? So make sure that you're planting the seeds that you want to see grow in your life. And a lot of the time we see like planting a seed is like an idea, right? So make sure that your ideas and thoughts are in alignment with what you'd like to see happen, what you'd like to harvest in the future. Nice. Okay, where to next? Self-care wisdom cards. Do we need to cultivate more of in our life right now for the collective? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. What else? Whoa. Okay, only one stayed. We'll keep it. First, we got space. The quality of your life has more to do with what you remove from it than what you add to it. Give yourself the gift of space. Secondly was needs. Do you need more time to yourself? A break from thinking too much? An encounter with a friend? Your needs matter, and it's time to honor them. Maybe you need some space. Sometimes that's mental space as well. You know, we clutter our mind with so many thoughts, you know. it's hard to make sense of anything. And pamper. Self-care is a necessity, not a luxury. And this could be whatever it is for you. Sometimes some people see self-care and pampering as honoring their desire to dance around their kitchen, or go for a long walk, or meditate, or take a nap. Like this lady's doing a hot soak in the tub with her kitty. What does pampering mean to you? There's no guilt in that. It's funny, it says self-care is a necessity, not a luxury. A need. A need. And we got needs. And then the need card said something about, do you need a break from thinking too much? Do you need some mental space? And then here we are with space. All these cards seemed to want to be together. Okay. Perhaps you need space, like the empty room, in order to create. You've got to meet your needs so you're not in survival mode. Okay, hit up the Prism Oracle here. Clear messages from Spirit for the collective. What else, Spirit? Okay. Protection. Movement. Stop and pain. Okay. Perhaps I'm feeling here is in order to protect yourself, you need to move more. Physically move your body more. And that'll make the pain stop. Sorry about that. My furnace can get quite loud. So, what I was thinking about this as I was waiting is protection, movement, pain, stop. This could also be like guarding, protection. You know, like when we guard and hold our shoulders up to our ears and, you know, like crouch against the world. That's like a protective posture. And sometimes we need movement to stop those shoulders and neck and everything from being stiff and painful. I know I've struggled with this in my own life, you know. And I found that gentle yoga practices help, you know. Nothing that hurts, but things that increase flexibility. Maybe some real low impact movement. Sorry about that again. There was a ring on my doorbell. So maybe that's confirmation that maybe we need to stop the protective posturing that's causing us pain and start moving. Moving our body. And you know, a lot of experts talk about this. When we start moving our body and our energy moves around in our body, then we liberate a lot of our energy for creation. then we can go out and embark on an adventure. Oop. Create in the empty space. Okay, what next? Almost done here. Let's pull. Let's do this. Let's get a few Moonology messages here. Okay. Clear messages from Spirit. Push through any insecurity. First quarter moon in Cancer. Cool your emotions. Stay calm as you push through any insecurity. Work through your feelings. Attune to the divine. So seek spiritual guidance. Usually this attune to the divine is my meditate card. See the bigger picture. Also in alignment here with this hot air balloon. See the bigger picture. And go wild. Full moon in Leo. So push through any insecurity. Cool your emotions, but work through your feelings. So don't deny your emotions. Don't stuff them down. That's not the answer. Work through them. Feel them completely till they transmute into another energy. You really get an understanding of where your feelings come from, where your insecurities are coming from. Like why do I feel so insecure with this thing? Was I always told something, like as a child growing up, or by my peers or friends, that may not be true or helpful? Okay? And then attune to the divine. Meditate. Seek out your spiritual practices. Ask for guidance. Ask and ye shall receive. See the bigger picture. Look at the whole picture, not just one tiny thing at a time. I know when we get into survival mode, we can be very narrow focused, right? And pulling back and looking at things on a larger scale can sometimes help calm our anxiety and our survival responses, so that we can plan better and execute better. And then go wild. Don't be afraid of your wild energy. Don't be afraid of your voice. Be loud and proud. Think it through. What else? Oh, they all want to fall on the floor. Make time for self-love. Again, we got the self-love pampering message. Okay. Reflect on your priorities. What's the most important thing to you right now? And how are your priorities maybe not in alignment with achieving that? Practice gratitude. Yes, make sure you focus on everything you do have and love in your existence. Be real. Forgive. And what I want to remind people with this card is you never want to forgive others necessarily prematurely. Yeah, let go of the resentments and pain associated with it, but keep the lessons. But ultimately, learn how to forgive yourself, because a lot of times we beat ourselves up for mistakes in the past. And if we can take what we've learned from it and make better decisions in the future, That's all that's required. No need to continue beating oneself up over things that are long gone and over. Any more? Oof, they're talking today. Unleash your kindest self, including towards yourself. Be really kind to you. Be kind to you, and then it'll be easier to be kind to those that you meet. I always believe that everyone we run into is a teacher, has something to show us, teach us, even if it's just a reflection of ourselves and how we may be doing the same thing, but we're not conscious of it. That's what I like to do with judgment. Here we are again. Take a reality check and detoxify. Detoxify can be like your environment, your eating habits, what you're drinking, the energies you're around. If somebody's super negative, all the time around you, you don't have to spend as much time with them. You get to decide who gets access to your energy and whose energy that you're absorbing. Any more talkative cards here today? No? Okay. Then I'm just going to pull a couple of affirmations from the Moon Magic deck to end the reading here today. Thank you, Spirit. Clear messages for the collective. Oh, this one's already backwards. What? Start over. Life is conspiring for me. Yes. Often I think that we feel like the whole world's against us. And sometimes it just takes a slight shift in perspective to realize that maybe those things that weren't the best that happened aren't completely negative. Maybe it's to put you in a direction that's going to line you up with what you actually desire. Life is conspiring for me. And then this one was next. I accept renewal and delight in fresh starts. My kitty got a hold of this deck. So this card is Simba approved. I accept renewal and delight in fresh starts. What else? Any more moon messages for collective spirit? Okay. I let go, I release, I am within perfect possibility. And I accept and create more flow and pleasure in my life. Yes. I gather more wisdom each day. That was the one that was upside down. Oops. And again. Remember that you are loved beyond measure. Spirit always, always loves you. And as such, it would behoove you to be loving to yourself. Pamper yourself. Allow yourself to meet your needs. Get your needs met. Speak them if you're not speaking them to those in your life that can help you. Well, that's basically the message today. I hope you have an amazing Friday. And may Spirit always guide your steps. Thank you.